As part of my training for the Baldy 10 Peaks, I decided to repeat a route I had first done back in July of 2020. It links two of the most difficult ascents in the San Gabriel Mountains, Bear Canyon and Register Ridge. This route has a combined total of over 9,500 feet of elevation gain and descent in less than 20 miles. For comparison, the most popular route to the summit, the Ski Hut Trail, climbs 3,800 feet in 3.8 miles.
In my previous attempts, the weather was quite hot and sunny, and so I struggled with having to carry so much water. When I packed my bag for this trip, I brought along a small water filter to refill my water at the stream that's near the ski hut, and I also brought an extra 1-liter bottle to stash near the top of Bear Canyon so that I have extra water if I need it, but that I don't have to carry it around the whole day.
All right, we just got off the freeway, heading up the mountain. Interesting morning. It is raining, which is very unusual, uncommon for the area. So kind of making me it's making me a little nervous. I've got my gear, but it's just gonna make the day even harder on an already challenging trail. So just have to see how this one goes today. The forecast said it was gonna be chilly, like high 40s. It's still 67, so still pretty warm. I'm worried maybe I have too much water, too much weight that I've got to bring up, and I'm not stashing that extra liter until I've climbed 5,000 feet. So don't want to have to carry that if I don't need to. It is 4:04 a.m. Starting out, nice little bit of rain. It's not too bad, but it is more wet than usual. So, coming out of that initial tree cover, this is normally where you'd get some nice views of the valley, especially if the moon was out. But it's getting foggy and it's raining, so still warm. It's got to be mid to low 60s. Took off the jacket. Alright, just after 40 minutes in, just past Bear Flat. Across the river, we're at 1.8 miles. Now the fun begins. Still raining, still very wet. Both my feet are soaked already, so it's not good. No sunlight yet, just after 5. Oh boy. Almost 6 o'clock. Really nice right now. There's like a light blue haze and glow all around. Oh, I don't know which way I'm going. Temps are still warm, which is good because I'm quite wet. There's a trail. But a little worried about the breeze coming in. Still have like 2,500 feet of gain to go. The top is usually windy, so we gotta see how the wind is. Hands already starting to get cold, and I realize I only brought one glove and it's not waterproof. So
All right, 2 hours in, 4.3 miles. Let's see what our gain is. 4,200 feet of gain. Oh, it's a lovely morning. So you would normally see another big hill in front of us. That's the second of the two big climbs. Again, it's really just all straight up, but I mean, this section right here is a little easier. So we'll have that next climb coming up. Hopefully just under an hour to go, maybe. Pretty good morning so far. My feet are soaked, which is not a good thing because that's what's going to cause blisters. So gotta keep that in check, but toes are kind of cold too. But I mean, other than that, no wind. Feeling pretty good. Question is, do I have another 6,000 feet of gain and 16 miles? Let's find out. Almost at the Bear Canyon spine. Gotta find a spot to stash my extra water. I think there's a good spot coming up. Well, not much of a view today. Still awesome though. Oh, this is so cool. Woo. The wind, not too bad. There's a bit of wind, but we got 5 miles, just about 5,000 feet of gain, which means we're a little over 9,000 feet. Still raining. All right, it's 2:37. Just coming out of that last flat section. 15-20 minutes to West Baldy. Here's where it could get real windy though. Let's see how it goes. Woo.
the top of West Baldy. Not much to see. So heading off. Oh, forgot to check the time. 2 hours, 52 minutes, just over 6 miles. Pretty good. Whew. 10,000 feet, and it is pouring. This is where you gotta ask yourself, do I really want to be doing this? I mean, I'm still having fun, I'm still feeling good, so.
After hitting West Baldy, it's time to go down the popular ski hut trail, 3.5 miles and 3,200 feet of descent. At this point, both my hands are numb, and the camera battery is really struggling with the cold. I've got one glove on, but it's soaking wet. I still have energy, but I just really want to get out of the wind, where hopefully it's a bit warmer. And thankfully, it's downhill, so I get to run a bit.
Morning. I came up Bear Canyon. I'll come up to the summit in a bit. It's cold and rainy, but it's good. Have a good one. I'm at the little stream. I should be stopping and filling up for water, but honestly I'm a little lazy and it's cold, so I'm guessing I've got plenty of water left. Stream is looking great though, if I wanted to stop, but I'm not worried about water today. And I've got my stash, so totally good. Let's go. Oh, there's the ski hut. Will not be stopping at the ski hut. Morning. Thank you. Hey, good morning. Thanks. How's it going? Alright, starting to warm up. Hands are still cold. I'm having so much fun going downhill. In about 40 minutes, which is not my best, but don't want to slip. Had to stop a few times to warm up. Oh, this is just so good. It's like not hot at all. Like now that we're a little lower, perfect temps. Honestly, it's like just the right level of damp where I feel like there's almost more friction in the mud. Haven't slipped yet either. This is just a perfect run downhill. 8 3/4 mile. We got 10 miles to go. Hey, good morning, guys.
Are you running Monday?
What?
Are you doing the race?
Oh
on
no,
Monday?
no, no! I'm not that fast. I'm running down, not up. A lot of people on the trail. On the ski hut, at least. We're at 3 hours 56 minutes, 9.5 miles. This is the bottom of Ski Hut Trail, and this is the start of Register Ridge. It's like 1.5 miles of 30 to 40% gain, so taking out the poles and getting ready to suffer. Barely going 1.5 miles. Almost 160 heart rate. About 20 minutes in. That was my distance when I started. I'm almost to 10. I'm going so slow. The watch isn't even giving me a pace. What is this? It's flat. For just a moment. Oh, thank God. About 2/3 up Register Ridge. My hip is feeling it. Jeez. My toes feeling it. Getting hungry. About 4 hours, 45 minutes into the day. Starting to get a little cold again. Now that we're higher up. This is like one of two sections that isn't 40-degree incline. Well, that was it. Back up. Just hit 5 hours. I hope I'm getting close. I thought this thing evened out, leveled out a bit. Not yet.
It was around this point where the cold really started to get to me. Both my hands were numb, again, and I wasn't moving fast enough up the hill to keep my body warm. I'd been wearing wet clothes for over 5 hours, and the wind was really starting to cut through and give me chills. I did still have my thermal layer in my backpack, but I didn't think I would have been able to take it out and put it on with my hands being so numb. And I was really nervous with the thought of taking off my hardshell jacket in that wind, even just for a minute. So typically when I go up Register Ridge, when I hit the first intersection with the backbone, I'll continue the climb another 230 feet or so to the top of Mount Harwood. Now, I barely consider Mount Harwood a peak. It's more of like a pimple on the devil's backbone, but it's got a beautiful ridge, and if I'm training for elevation gain, I like to make the quick detour. However, I was cold, I was wet, it was windy, and I knew I needed to finish to the summit and start going back downhill as soon as possible if I wanted to warm up. So I decided to skip Mount Harwood and push straight for the Baldy summit.
5 hours, 45 minutes, we have made it to the summit of Mount Baldy. My hands are freezing. So this is going to be a very short stop. Below the clouds. That's something sharp. Oh God, that's sharp. Oh, what is this? I'm gonna have to go. I'm at 7:15. I don't think 7:30 is possible, but trail's a little easier. This is the finish line. Let's give it everything we got.
You know who made it.
And now for the best part, taking off my shoes, putting on the flip-flops.